terms of opinion, you said many people try to, because this is the nature of the newspaper business also, and nature of, you say, communication and the corporate also, that people's views are important. They may have views which is good for them, but it's the newspaper which decides whether that view matters to them or their readers or subscribers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, how that is a very difficult call to take, and you have been at that position for many, many years, and uh, still people try to, look at some guidance, because there is no hard and fast rule for any business leader or any corporate communication person or a lot of agencies, PR agencies who may be representing them. A lot of people are not from the journalism background who can understand the nuances of such stuff. So they may try to push it. What can you give some sense at what, when the people try to share their opinion about their organization, about their views as a thought leader or in a wider perspective, that when they approach a newspaper, what should be the things that they should have in mind when they are planning a piece? Like, what is it that his views or her views may be good, but the newspaper may not be looking at that. So what is it that the newspaper looks at, so that they can get some insight into how they should plan their, sharing their views, which may be good
Yeah.
also.
Yeah. So the opinion pages of a newspaper are not meant for spreading corporate messages or about giving the opinion of a particular company. They
Right.
are meant for subserving the information needs of society at large, right? So, even when I write an editorial,
Mhm.
the editorial might be couched in a way as if it's addressing the government, but I am not really addressing the government. The
Right.
editorial is addressing the public at large.
Right.
Uh, so as to let people know that this is what can be done and what should be done. And if the government doesn't do it, it is foregoing the opportunity to do something that is right. So it is by informing and educating the public that you put pressure on the government, not by directly speaking to the government. That's not the job of a newspaper. Your communication is always with the reader and as large an audience as possible as you can communicate with, because that is what will actually formulate public opinion and which will put pressure on the government to act in accordance with what is right. Now, suppose there are certain people in from certain industries who alone have the expertise to write on that particular industry or best place to write on that industry, then you should carry that person's view. Just because he's coming from industry and represents a particular company, you should not shun him.
Right.
But at the
Right.
same time, you should disclose at the bottom of the article that this person belongs to this industry and this company. So reader knows that if there are certain biases in that article, it is because of what reason, what affiliation. So you allow certain informational what are safeguards to be published along with the opinion piece. Now, if it is on, say, solar energy, the problems that solar energy faces, then I mean, there is no reason why you should shun a large solar energy company and its CEO from writing in the paper, right? Because he
Right.
has experience to talk about solar energy. At the
Hmm.
same
Hmm.
time, you don't want that person to write only about his company or about his company's own specific problems. It should be dealing with the general, broader interest of public at large as far as solar energy is concerned, right? And at the same time, you allow that person to disclose at the end of the article that he represents this particular company. So uh, the purpose of conveying to the public at large information on a very important emerging area of society is achieved. At the same time, the public is made aware that when this person speaks, there might be certain interests that he represents because of his position from which he speaks. So this is what should be done. But always you are trying to, look at the informational needs of society at large. What is relevant
Right.
at a particular point of time? What is the article? Is it trying to address that particular requirement? Information need, is it being met? That is what we seek to provide when we select articles for publication or commission articles for publication.
Right, sir. There are certain big companies, and obviously the many industries are there who want to, continuously try to represent their views, and especially in prominent newspapers. But what about the lesser people? I'm not talking about industries, but there are huge number of people who are doing good job. They think, and they have good views also. So they get driven towards the social media, but technically they also have great views. I've had a chance to interact with quite a number of them, and their big frustration is that, and sometimes they get wrong advice also from certain communication people, that you do this, do that. So it happens sometimes, but obviously they are not privileged to, as I said, to come across all the time who can understand the nuances of such things. Those people, they have good views and they should be brought forward. How those guys should move forward, because only a small chunk of people from the big industries they get, or companies they get represented. Because I guess it people also, for newspapers also, it's important sometimes to showcase the big names and big faces. That brings that it's very easy. So they find that they are the actual representing the particular industry, or a particular thought leadership. But what is your advice to a large number of people who are sitting? Not every industry is in Delhi or Mumbai. There are big people, or say middle level corporate leaders who are somewhere else, or smaller ones, especially in the MSME sector, you can say.
See, if you want your opinion to be carried by a mainstream newspaper, it was first made that essential criterion of filling an unmet informational need of society at large.
Right,
Just because you want to say something, there's no reason why people should be willing to listen, right? It
right,
must
sir,
be
right,
something that is
right.
relevant to the public at large, and you must be able to say it before others say it, and you must be able to say it in an interesting fashion. So if you manage to bring these three things together, that you are uh, identifying a topic which is vital or of vital importance at the moment. Two, you are able to say it before others say it. And three, you say it in a fashion that is striking and informative, entertaining. Then newspapers will be more than happy to carry it. Or you must be such an important person that people are keen to listen to in any case. In which case, they will take it in any case.
You see, you have solved a big, big problem for a lot of people. You have given them some insight in actually how a big newspaper thinks. As I said, as you said, it should be insightful, it should be first, and it should be something about public at large, and not about an individual company, because for that, that's something different.